How's it going, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on my wonderful channel. Hope you guys are having a good day, because today, well, actually, today, yeah, but besides the point, sorry for the long hiatus, or whatever, I don't even know what that was, but please don't, like, kill me or find my address or anything like last time. But today's video is all about the Legend of the Sunrihs, and you're probably wondering, what the fuck, Justin? Like, this is not the usual gaming type or commentary videos, or I'm being forced to make this. It's not really against my will, but I kind of want to do it. And I mean, I get like a cool bonus for doing it, so it's like, I have to, and I will. But today's video is about the Legend of the Sunrihs, and you guys might be wondering, what the fuck is the Sunrihs? So, I'll be here to explain to you what the Sunrihs are, what they do, what they stand for, and the legend, the lore behind this awesome D&D that my friend Shoto made. So, to start things out, the Sunrihs, what are they? So, I don't know if you guys are caught up with Fairy Tail. I'm not either. But it's an anime about like people in clans or guilds or something, you know, something like that. Like, yeah. But it's anime about people with guilds. They have cool powers like fire, or fucking eating ice, or is that like, I don't know. One of the dudes in Fairy Tail is naked. I know that for a fact. Like Gray Fullbuster or Nutter Butter, something like that. He's a cool character. He's always naked. That's like, shout out the naked people. But that's Gray. Wait, no, not. Wait, what the fuck? No. Natsui. Natsui is the character's name. That's the main character of Fairy Tail. I'm serious. I have no clue what the anime is. I've like watched it, like not even. I don't know. Like, I have low-key the very little knowledge of Fairy Tail. I just do not watch the anime at all. But I know a lot of people like it, like the power of friendship and all that. But it's a D&D that my friend Shoto made, and at first it was like meant to be like a one-off thing, but the lore, man, it was just too good. We kept asking for more. Like, we kept milking it. Like, you guys ever sucked your mom's titties and like it just was so good? The milk was so nutritious, just so, it was like that, and we needed more. So Shoto, being the mom, let us suck on his. So Shoto, being the mom, nurtured us and gave us more D&D sessions. But to start things off, let me name you guys the characters. So my character, the best one, Ghostino Phantom. And the best way to describe him is, think of, he's a phantom. Yeah, I mean, close enough, but like, I kind of get like a super awesome buff, pretty much. Fall. Wait, no, not him. Yeah, close enough. I become death. So like, to start things off, my character's powers, they were like somewhat of a Danny Phantom, like a ghost type. Like, I can phase through walls, I can go invisible, I could fly, like, you know, minimal ghost shit, like possess people. But as I said, I get like an awesome buff towards like Act 3, or I don't know, I'll explain all that later. The acts, the sessions, just wait. But I'd say, yeah, I get an awesome buff, blah, blah, blah. But enough talking about me. Here's the next quick summary. Next is Sentence Elmwood. Wait, no, not Sentence, like Ventus? Ventus Elmwood, that's his name. Ventus Elmwood. So the best way to describe him is, I don't know, someone who can't remember what they ate for breakfast. Someone who remembers absolutely nada. Zilch. Zero. Like, they don't even know what they have between their legs. A dick or a... Well, actually... We'll have to get back to that. I'll get back to you on that. I have no clue if he actually does remember that. But besides the point, Ventus, he cannot remember jack shit. But that does not make him useless. Well, not always. What he can remember is he is a badass who can conjure any single weapon he even thinks of. Or, not actually that, any weapon he sees. Think of like a Kakashi, but Yoyorozu from My Hero. They can create it. They can just conjure any type of weapon. Think of Excalibur. If he's seen it, he can make it. and it's actually pretty cool. And he has other powers like maximum output, and that's like, think of, I don't know, doing a punch, but him doing maximum output makes it like a serious Saitama punch, something like that. But he doesn't remember like a lot of the shit, but that's with his power. The more he uses his power, the more shit he forgets, the stronger the spell, you know, just walking amnesia, to put it simple. But last but not least, our leader. Or is she the leader? I don't know. Sagittate Time. She is like, the best way to put it, you know that crazy ball lady, the psychic? That's pretty much who she is. Is she useless? Not on Saturdays, I'll say that. But she is actually really good when it comes to crying all session. But she has a lot of lore behind her character, and I can't lie, she be getting me hyped up. She is like the glue that puts us all together. Me, the strongest, the coolest, the ore farmer. Ventus, the, you know, the forgetful friend who desperately tries to be me. Also is really good at, you know, some stuff. And then Sage, the crybaby who glues us all together, who also is really strong and can fuck you up. It's like, it's really like, seeing how she does it is so confusing. Like, 1 second she's crying like Deku, next second she's doing 560 damage. That is not even a joke. Like, she actually did 560 fucking damage in a D&D session, like, to the main boss. But that's pretty much like the main trio. A new character gets introduced like Act 4 or Act 5, something like that. We'll talk about him later. And we can add our supporting characters. Rock, the giant. He is actually one of the coolest characters in the game. He has like fucking natural 20 strength. Like, and if you guys don't know D&D, think of it like 1 through 20, whatever. 20 is like the max of the max. If you go over 20, you're just doing too much and you have no life because you're just too strong. And 1, it means like you're not even a beginner. It's like you're fucking terrible at it. Like, that was never your thing. Like, doing it hurts people. Like, actually, doing it hurts people. Like, hurts yourself. It probably does that too. But besides the point. And then there's Elia Elmwood. Who is she? Well, if you guys know the name, that is Sensence's sister. No, bro, that's his wife. Oh, shit. I mean, that's his wife. But let's get into the acts. I gave you the quick summary of the characters. Now, let me tell you guys the story. Oh yeah, before I explain Act 1, there was like Act 0, and this was like before I was like even introduced. So like, we just say that's not canon. That's like in fucking Elseworlds or whatever. So like, don't even worry about that. But Act 1. So Act 1 is pretty much, think of us getting to the Magic Games. And if you don't know what the Magic Games are, don't worry. I didn't even know what it was when I first started. Think of like the Chunin exams, but for Fairy Tail. They're called the Grand Magic Games. All the guilds in Fairy Tail. So like, what is it? I remember from the top of my head, there was Sabretooth, Fairy Tail. That was pretty much all I remember. But our guild, the Sunrihers, we also had to go and, I guess, sign up for the Grand Magic Games. But, you know, a shocking turn of events happened. It's D&D. Why would it not have crazy shit? Like, what story is there? Just everything being smooth? Fuck shit happens. What fuck shit? So when I said fuck shit, think of, well, actually, I didn't explain the character's abilities. Well, I did explain mine in some of sense, but Ventus, but Sage, Sagittate, her powers were controlling the cards of fate. And I'm not gonna lie, think of like, I don't know, some Oracle, Gambit, like playing cards type of shit, but she could summon them, and she's literally summoning gods. Like, that's like the best way to explain it. But we kind of ran into an issue because this isn't really a spoiler or anything, but my character, or Ghostino, he had a card of death, literal death. The embodiment of death was in me. Pause. But me being me, if you have like a cool ass card, wouldn't you want to like fuck with it? No, no. Okay, well, I wanted to, so like you can't blame me. Fucking bite me, but not like where it hurts. But me having the card of death, I put my magic into it, and the DM, the dungeon master, he gave me a choice, or not even a choice. He told me what would happen, so I had to roll for it. And rolling is literally just getting like, you see, ooh, that's so cool. Like, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh fuck. Well, it's all over my table, so I'll pick it up later. But pretty much think of those dice right there, and I pretty much had to roll. And if I got well, I forgot the things. It was like 10, all of us would die, and we'd have to like pretty much write new characters, rewrite the whole story, like literally just all of that. If I got like a 20, some other shit would happen, we'd lose. I remember, but it rolled to, if I got 100, I can get any wish I want granted. So like what? I don't know, if I want to be the strongest, if I want to be the fastest, the coolest, have max stats, like any wish would be granted. Or if I got like 50 or 60, everyone would lose their magic. I got a 60. So doing that kind of, you know, fuck the little things up. Like for starters, Ventus, you guys remember how I told you he had terrible amnesia, but like not even like every time he sleeps he'd forget shit. It's like anytime he used his magic he'd forget shit. Think of that, but instead of losing his awesome powers, he wiped his fucking memory clean. Like every time he used his powers, he just forget like a little stuff, or like the stronger the spell, the more, you know, important memory. He lost everything. Yeah. So we were walking with a vegetable for like, he didn't even know how to walk. We'd had to carry him. Like that's like, it was just, he was there, just brain dead. And definitely his fault for it. Like fuck Ventus. I'm joking. I know he's watching the video. I'm sorry. But Sage, that was kind of a little heartbreaking for her because she lost all of her powers. So like her powers revolved around these cards, like controlling. What the fuck was that? But she lost all her powers, which was controlling fate. And yeah, controlling fate. You know how overpowered that is, but me doing that completely rewrote her character's power scaling. Like her whole power, like just everything about her character got flipped upside down, all because I rolled a 60. So me being me, it wasn't really my fault. It was kind of her fault for telling me not to do that. So you can't really blame me if you're, you know, if you're being honest, you can't really blame me because I didn't get the high enough roll. So it's not really my fault. It's her fault for telling me. So like, but besides the point, she lost all her powers, and really sad, like genuinely, really, really sad. But we still had to go to the Grand Magic Games. So think about it. We're playing the Grand Magic Games with one person having their powers, one person being a literal vegetable who can't remember jack shit, and another person who lost all of their magic. Still not my fault though, but like besides the point. So there's that. Next, we have someone in our guild tell, I don't know, they like send a caravan or a carriage saying we are dropping out of the Magic Games because the 3 people who are going to represent us, or like 4, I don't remember. It was something like that. The people who are going to represent us can't anymore. They have no magic, or one person does, but like, how is one person going to carry the whole team? Well, I mean, Ghostino probably can. He's that goated. But besides the point, literally, we had no powers. So what do? There's a havoc. There's riots. There's like, what the fuck can we do? Also, tying into the lore, her losing her card, Sage, she lost 1 card, Kira. And you guys might not know the significance of Kira, but let me give you guys like a quick backstory. So, Kira, is essentially Sage's guardian spirit or guardian protector. He was there when she had nothing, or he was like her first actual Arcana card. The first card that she got when she was like 3, 4, 5, something like that, like very young. And the significance that he holds in her heart is he protected her when there was a house fire. And with his power, he told her that she will never be burnt by flames. So automatically, instant fire immunity at the age of 4. But also her parents kind of died, so equivalent exchange or something like that. What you say? But besides the point, her parents died. And yeah, you know, that's sad. RP Mama Sage, RP Daddy Sage, pause. And after all that, and when Sage finally grew up, Kira took her to the Sunrihs. And why not take her to the Sunrihs? Because he knew she'd be welcome, because the guild master is Kira's little sister. So how cool is that? So it all comes to like full circle. She gets the guild, blah, 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 all that stuff. And yeah, but that's like why she's sad, because after she loses Kira, our guild master, Everest, also goes away, because keep in mind, Everest was a ghost. She died at a young age. So it's like, did I kind of have a big effect on the story by making one tiny decision? Yes. But that's how Ghostino is, and just me and every D&D, just me in general. I'm a plot device. I do shit. I make shit go. Like, I just do shit. I have to. But besides the point, after all that, you know, shit goes south in like the best way possible. But back to like the main story. After we lost all our powers, or not me, like, you know, but still, after they lost their powers, there was a riot in the guild. We lost our guild master as well. Like, who's gonna be the new guild master? What the fuck is gonna go on with like Sunrir? How are we gonna enter the Magic Games? Like, there's a riot, everyone's going crazy, everyone's screaming, everyone's just losing their mind. And then Sage stands up and gives a super heartwarming speech about something. Was it like what we ate for dinner? Honestly, no clue, I forgot. But she gave a speech, and Apathato foreshadowed. You guys do not know who Apathato is, and to put it simple, he is a fucking pussy. I'm gonna explain that later. Just remember that name, Apathato. But Apathato walks up to her. He's like, good speech, blah, blah, blah. He's also her love interest. But he shakes her hand, and keep in mind, the whole guild sees that. They see her, I don't know, giving him praise or just doing a peace treaty. And seeing that makes everyone think that she's siding with him and choosing him to be the next guild master. And he takes advantage of that and does become the next guild master while we are gone. Also take that into consideration. But he does that, and how are we gonna get to the Grand Magic Games? We're like we're on like the outskirts of Fiora. I'm pretty sure that's the name of the fairy tale land. Hold on, let me search that up. So we're on the outskirts of Fiora, and how are we gonna get there? To the land of, like, the main land of Fiora, like somewhere there. But remember what I told you, Rock. He calls out, Olago. And what does that do? It summons a giant fucking bird with like the wingspan of like, I don't know, was it 100 feet or 80 feet? I don't know. It's just a giant fucking bird. And we hop on, pause. And the bird, he says grab on tight, and we were just like, okay, like we grab, foo, we just start flying. Think of it like soaring through the skies on a giant bird or eagle. It was like one or the other. Just know it's a chicken, a giant chicken. But we were on this big ass bird until wyverns, literal wyverns, get on our dicks. So what do we do for that? Fentis, being the clutch he is. Oh wait, I forgot to tell you guys what happened to Fentis after he went brain dead in the surgery. So we go to Elia, his wife, And I'm not gonna lie, we go through her brain, we find her, and going through her brain, rummaging, we figure something out. She has love magic, but it's like a mix of love and memory magic. Memory magic, you say? The dude with serious amnesia. She sees the ring, and with the love that she has for fences, on some Utah shit, it conjures some weird magical ability just on the fucking ring area. It channels the love they have between them, the bond. And it being awesome, I'm not gonna lie, this was actually a pretty cool moment. He regains his memories and looks at her. Ilya? I remember it all. And you know, they have like their little heartfelt, emotional kiss, like blah blah blah. Like no one gives, like seriously, no one gives a fuck about that. Like ew. But that was funny. But yeah, they have like their you know, lovey-dovey, blah blah blah, cool moment. He gets his magic back, but not to the degree of super magic. He needs the ring. And every time he uses magic, he won't lose memory, but the ring will crack, especially depending on the severity of the magic and how powerful it is. So the ring is kind of the only thing that's stopping him from like going vegetable mode again. But I guess as long as she's around him, she can always fix it, and the love that they have between each other will mend the ring and keep it strong. So like, you know, that's like a cool thing, I guess. Like, you know, shout out love. But back to what I was saying with the wyverns. He sees the wyverns on our dicks, and what does he do? He summons Beast Slayer, a giant fucking sword, and sweeps them away. And yeah, that pretty much saves us. Like that's that's literally what happens. But that sounds like, you know, okay, it's whatever. But sadly, that is literally the last cool thing he would do in this session. Like not even in the session, in this whole like in the whole thing, like Fences really just went downhill ever since. Like he used up all of his all his stat points, like on one move, and that was just getting nameless wyverns off of us in the first session. But that takes it up for session one. That was literally all that happened. It wasn't anything too major. It was getting to know like the guild, getting to know the characters, having all of our powers. Like it took time, keep in mind, it took time to come up with the powers, to come up with what they do, the story, the background, all for it to get wiped away by someone. So yeah, fuck that person. Fuck that person for like ruining the power set for everyone. And let's just get to Act 2. So Act 2 is the Grand Magic Games. We finally make it to there, but not really. It's like us pretty much still on Olago. And then I forgot what happened, but we all fall 1,000 feet in the sky. And like normally, that's whatever. Actually, it's not whatever. All of us were flying to our deaths, but me being me, I thought, since I'm a ghost, can I just phase through the floor and then fly? No. Our DM said, Justin, no. So I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was just like, oh, I'm chilling. I'm just floating through the air. And so he said that. I was like, what? And then, yeah, I was kind of fucked at that point. So we all had to brainstorm. How can we save ourselves? How can we not die? How can we save ourselves from this situation? And what do? We scream, Olago! And then the bird comes out of nowhere again and saves us. Like, that bird is so fucking tone deaf. Not even tone deaf. He has selective hearing to the point where, like, he will watch you fucking die if you don't scream out his name to save you. Like, this dude is just like, oh shit, you guys need help? Like, that's literally what the fuck he did. But yeah, he saved us, you know. Saved us from plummeting, splatting on the floor, like, you know, leaving like a little dirty spot. And, you know, came in clutch. But after we made it to Fiora and, you know, had to sign up for the games, we had like, what, 2-3 minutes left? It was like not even 2, 3. It was like seconds. It was like literally seconds left. So me being the fastest, a literal ghost, I ran through walls to sign our names into the paper, but I wasn't too smart. I wrote Elia and Rock in the thing. I'm pretty sure I did that. Or did I write Rock? I don't even know. I know for a fact I wrote Elia. But she was like a member who like wasn't sure she wanted to participate, but now she has to participate. And it's a little bit of, I mean, okay. Like she wasn't mad about it, but it's like, what the fuck? Like I don't want to be in it. Like, but still, she's in the game now. And it was the Grand Magic Games. We had all the sections, all the factions, all the guilds. There was like a cool black and gold dragon, or what is it? Dragonborn, Dragon Slayer. That's the names of the characters. Oh yeah, Fences is a Dragon Slayer. I forgot to add that. But they were all Dragon Slayers in this. There was Natsu. There was Gray. There were just the Sabertooth. Like I have no clue of any of the names in there. But there were every guild, or like a lot of the guilds, the main members of the guilds in Fairy Tail, the anime. So we had all of them, and the dragon, the yellow and it was like a golden black. I forgot his name, but he was like just full on in his dragon form, trying to stunt on people. Like no one gave a fuck about him. And me being me, I made it known. I was like, this lame, like I was talking shit, and he looked at me with this like weird ass pussy smirk. It'll be late, like it'll be super important later on, cause he was the reason why a catastrophe happened. Like, still plot device. But we had the Magic Games, the Grand Magic Games. The first game, it was a performance dance, cause it's not all about like being strong, fighting, being smart. It's about who can entertain. And I'm not gonna lie, Gray, he had a little section where he performed for, Fairy Tail. And what he did was, well, like the DM actually had to roll for Gray, but he rolled like a fucking 30, like a nat 20, but he also like had another dice. But still, once you hit like a nat 20 in D&D, like a natural 20, like when you roll and it lands on 20, it's like you pass it perfectly. Like, let's say you have like a roll or a difficulty class. I can't talk. Like, let's say you have like a difficulty, like let's say you have a difficulty class of like, I don't know, 80 or 90, but like you roll 20, like a natural 20, perfect 20. It's like whatever number you rolled or whatever number you have to roll and beat +1. It's like you always beat it no matter what. But Gray rolled like a nat 20 or something. And let me give you guys a demonstration of what he did. Upside, inside out, living la vida loca. She'll push and pull you down. Living la vida loca. We're taking that part off the video, actually. Well, I hope you ungrateful bastards enjoyed whatever the fuck that was. But that's pretty much what Gray did. But like, it wasn't as good because, you know me, I'm Justin. I did it way better. But he pretty much did that. The whole crowd cheered. They were screaming. It was just perfection. They loved it. He also did like some ice dazzle, like whatever. But next was this one character. I forgot his name. He just did like Macarena. It was okay. It was cool. Like, Macarena's like cool, I guess. But there was Elia. She was doing like a nice, beautiful dance, like some ballerina, beautiful, just. Actually, let me give you guys a cool demonstration of what happened with Elia. Okay, so what happened was pretty much, think of it like ballerina shit, dance, and then oh fuck, my ankle broke. I'm disabled now. That is quite literally what happened to her. And yeah, and that's pretty much what happened to her. And yeah, I guess breaking your ankle, that hurts. That was sad. But Ventus, being the nice husband he is, he jumped into the stadium, the field, whatever the fuck, and nurtured her, comforted her. You did good. It's okay. Blah blah blah. Like, more lovey-dovey shit. Like, no, but he did that, comforted her, and after that terrible, terrible accident, that just put a pause to it, and she got us last place. Thanks, Ilya. But after that, it put a pause to the games for the day, and we all went on our own little objectives. Sage, she went to see what is it, Mavis? I'm pretty sure, like the Fairy Tale's first guild master. Me and Ventus, we went to like, what was it? I forgot. It was something important, super important. But you guys remember that dragon I told you guys about, that gold and black, the one who just wanted to seem cool? He didn't like how I made fun of him and talked shit at all. Like, he put us in a fucking domain expansion. Like, he literally put us in a domain expansion, and it was like, the best way to put it is, think of like a long hallway, but like not backroom style, just like backrooms, what the fuck. But like, think of like a long hallway, and it's kind of compact, not like compact enough where one person has to walk in front. Like, we were walking side by side, me and Ventus, but we heard like, we just heard like footsteps. It started slow behind us, started getting faster and faster and faster. And we were just running until we hit a wall and there was nothing back. So we were like trapped. And I'm not gonna lie, in this situation, I found out after that killing in the Grand Magic games, especially killing like another player while you're in the game, automatically disqualifies you and doesn't make the other team win. I don't know, it was something like that, because he was one killing off grounds, so he'd automatically be disqualified, banished, blah blah blah. I didn't know that. I didn't think about that. I was just like, I'm not trying to die here. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you know, what is going on? Why is he being mad? Like, I just said you're a loser. Why are you like taking that shit to heart? We're grown. You're taking that shit to heart? Pussy. But in that situation, what did I do? What is the best win con I have? What can I do that I know I can ensure my safety? Because, I mean, yeah, Ventus was there, but like, what was he gonna do against the fucking dragon? Like, one of the strongest dragons in the series. Not saying that he's weak, but like... Anyways, what do? I pull out the card of death again. You guys remember the card that like made everyone forget shit? I was like, huh, if he wants to fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck him back. I mean, whoa. What? But I was like, if he wants to fuck with me, I'm gonna do something back. So, me being me, I pull out the card and I put magic into that bitch. I put so much magic into this because I'm thinking, I'm over here about to die. I want to protect my friend who, like, you know, is kind of strong, but like, seriously, like, what the fuck is Ventus gonna do? Like, it's me against this dude. Like, Ventus is like an aid. He's a support. I mean, if he watches this video, I'm sorry. But it's like, seriously, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go GOAT status. I'm gonna do something here, at least like something. So I pull out the card, put as much magic into it, and then guess what happens? You're not gonna guess? Like, I'm telling you to fucking guess. Why aren't you guessing, bro? Like, guess what happens? Okay, yeah, you guys. No, we didn't lose our powers. No, I didn't get no wish. And no, not all of us died. Well, someone did die. Let me tell you guys what happened. So, after putting all that magic into the card, the domain expansion just disperses. It breaks. And then Fences is like, huh? Whoa, Justin, you did that? And then Ventus sees. I turn around and it's not me. It's literal death. He's inside me. He's all up in my body. Like, literally inside of me. He came into me. But what the fuck? But death is literally inside of my body. And what does he do? He flies up, puts his hand out, does whatever the fuck that is, and opens a fucking portal to Niflheim. And if you guys don't know what Niflheim is, it is literally a cold blizzard, a fucking icy mountain, an icy dimension, or whatever the fuck. It is cold as fucking dick and balls. Like, you know, like when your balls shrivel up and it like turns into like that raisin type thing, like this big. Well, if you're a girl, just grow a pair of balls and you'll like know what it feels like. I got like the juice, but still, it's like that's what he does. He opens up a portal to Niflheim, and what do we see? We see an egg, and we see a dude named Leo. Me being me, I had no clue what the fuck that was. Sage, or like the person who played Sage, they had no idea what the fuck that was either. Oh yeah, speaking of Sage, so while all this was going down, I'll get back to like the death thing. Let's go to Sage real quick. While all this was going down, Sage went to Fairy Tail to look for Mavis, the first guild master of Fairy Tail. And she was talking to them and they were telling her, how the fuck can you see Mavis? She's only for Fairy Tail. Like, and I guess when it comes to Fairy Tail, you could see the previous guild masters, the first people like who owned the guild, created the guild, and you could just see like the history of the guild masters. And her being able to see Mavis, it can only mean one thing. She's also a part of Fairy Tail. But how is that? So in canon, or not in canon, I don't know if it's in canon, in lore, but our D&D canon. So it is canon. But in canon, our characters, Sunrirs, the creators of Sunrirs, and the creators of Fairy Tail, they worked together at one point and were in a guild. But that's when Sunrirs, they were like, yeah, you guys are lame as fuck. We're better. And that was also another thing. Sunrirs didn't really like Fairy Tales at one point because they just thought they were overhyped. Like, they're just like, you know, they're cool. Yeah, I guess. Like, you know, you have some cool moments, but like, we're better. Like, you guys are just fucking losers. But that's pretty much what we thought of Fairy Tail. And yeah, like, I guess we were connected more than expected. Not even know that. But yeah, the original Sunrir members, OG Sunrirs, they are also part of Fairy Tail. But we changed our logo, we changed our emblem, and later on in the series, or like the sessions, Ventus and Ghostino, we got the Fairy Tail and the Sunrir emblems, I'm pretty sure. Or did we just search the Fairy Tail? I don't remember, but I do know that we were part of Sunrir and we were part of Fairy Tail. So it's like, you know, a bit of both. It's kind of cool. But later on, we'll just explain that. But back to what I was saying with the whole death, Ventus, and all that. He opens up a fucking portal to the coldest dimension there is. So, you know, everything went from like, you know, a nice sunny. It's a fucking blizzard. It's a snowland. Like, 0 to 100. Like, now it's snowing. It's cold as shit. It's cold as dick and balls. Like, it's like freezing. And what does death do, being the nice, awesome person he is after possessing my body? He pulls a fucking Sukuna. He rips my heart out and makes a clone. No, actually, he made a clone. No. He ripped my heart out and then made a clone, because death doesn't need to be alive to be alive. He fucking kills me. Yeah. He kills me. He rips my heart out. Crazy. But doing all that, the fucking dragon pussy nigga, he runs away like the bitch he is, scaring me. He scared me into fucking getting death to open up some evil shit. And like, yeah, like Leo and the dragon egg, they're the big bads. We'll explain that for session 3. But still, after all that happens, Fences is like shit scared. He shit his pants. He actually did. Don't at me on that. And if you're watching this, Fences, yeah. But he grabs my body and just runs to the infirmary. And that is the end of session 2. or Act 2. But yeah. And I know you guys might be wondering, wait a minute. So Act 2, it ends off a cliffhanger? Well, yeah, pretty much. Cause like, keep in mind, we do our sessions around like 5 p.m. Like, and don't think we're doing these sessions all the time. It's like these sessions, they're like months apart, believe it or not. And you know, that's like kind of cool, kind of annoying, but it's also like it builds up like hype because we know crazy shit's gonna happen each session. Like each session has like so much lore. Like I'm giving you guys like a quick summary of the shit that happens and why our D&D is better than every other D&D, especially yours if you're watching this. You guys can like give me the lore about your D&Ds in the comments below. I'll actually read them and I'll give them I'll give them a rating 1 through 10, but like the only way you can get a 10 is if your D&D is on par or better than ours, which I doubt it will be. But it's still like, yes, he left our shit on a cliffhanger of me dying. So, yeah. But Act 3. Okay, so now it's Act 3. This is the Battle of Niflheim. And to put it simple, what happens, it starts off with Ventus finally bringing me back to the infirmary. Or not bringing me back, bringing me to the infirmary. And we see all of Fairy Tale there. They're like, what the fuck is going on? What is this shit in the sky? And he has my corpse all over the floor. Or like not all over the floor. He just brings my corpse and pops it over the floor. And it's like, fuck you, Fences. Like, why'd you drop me on the floor like that? But after all that, Sage, she's like, where the fuck do I go? Like, she's clueless. She doesn't know what the fuck to do. But him bringing me to the infirmary, what does that do? It brings us to his wife because, you know, she broke her ankle. So he's over there smooching while I'm dead on the floor. You hornball. But Sage, she goes to the infirmary too. I'm pretty sure she went to someone in Fairy Tale and they gave her like a rundown of where we would be, more than likely. So yeah, she ran there and the first thing she sees, I'm dead on the floor. My heart's missing, bloody all eyes. She's just like, what the fuck? Like, she's like, what is going on? Like, what in the fuck? Why am I dead? Why is there like a fucking portal in the sky? And like what is going on? And then he fucking snitches on me saying, oh, this is kind of Justin's fault. Well, I mean, okay, fine, I'll admit this is kind of my fault, like, you know, but still, I'm a plot device. Like, like, if you guys have a cool ability and it can either make or break something, it's gambling. Why would I not want to make something great or break everything? But like, still, it's like I have to. Like, you're not telling me you wouldn't. If you look at me straight in the face and say you had an awesome ability and you wouldn't use it, you're fucking lying. But still, I used my awesome ability, did my shit, and I kind of had to pay the price and die. But like, you know, whatever. Oh yeah, I forgot to add. So after all this shit kind of happened, you know, I guess put an end to the Grand Magic games, sadly, like, cause we wanted to, like, I actually wanted to have, you know, fun of Grand Magic games, but since there's like, you know, a giant portal, it's super cold, the end of the world, we had to put an end to the game. So like, that's a bummer. But after all that shit happened, you know, we had to take a big L. Also, I forgot to add, while my body was, I guess, dead or like gone, it was still warm. Not cold, not like decomposing, not like turning, like it was still the same skin color, still the same temperature, normal levels. Like I wasn't dead. I was just like unconscious, but I had no heart. How does that make sense? I was like still alive in one way. Strange. So I forgot to also add, Ventus had some like Professor X type of shit, but not like an actual Professor X. He can rummage and go into people's minds and also kind of go through memories, like bring them up, which is weird because like he can't go through his own memories. Oh, yeah, he's gonna watch that. He's gonna be mad at that. But still, he can go through people's memories and minds and kind of see what they went through. But he went through minds like just out of a whim. And where does he go? In limbo. He's like literally in limbo. And what does he do? He sees me. And I'm just chilling. I'm like, he's like, Justin, what the fuck is going on? And he's like, where in the fuck am I? It's like a white void with water underneath. And he's walking until he sees me. And it's just me. I'm chilling. I'm doing my own thing. I'm dancing. I'm being Ghostino. But he's like, Ghostino. But actually, he said Justin. Like, my name is actually Ghostino Justin Phantom. But like, Ghostino sounds fucking cool. But still, he's like, Justin, what are you doing? Oh, what's up, Francis? Oh, yo, is this place kind of hard? He's like, what is this place? I don't know. I'm just here. But he's like, Justin, like, you're dead. And I'm like, I mean, no, I'm not. I'm here. I know what hell looks like. What are you talking about? He's like, no, but like, you're, where, what? And he's like, do you want to come back? And I'm like, yeah, that'll be cool. That'll be kind of cool. But still in between, like, if I do want to live, still do want to die. Because keep in mind, I'm a ghost. I can travel between worlds, but it's still like, now I guess I finally did die. And I'm slowly sinking into this water thing. But he tries to grab me, and it's more of like I have to have the will to live to be pulled up. But I'm slowly sinking and sinking until I look down. I see a giant eye. And it's not like one big eye, but no. It's a giant creature, but all I can comprehend, all I could see is the eye. And come to find out, it's the Leviathan. Like, and I don't know if you guys know what the Leviathan looks like, but I'll just put it up right here. Yeah, that's the Leviathan. And that thing is trying to eat my ass. And it's like, you're fucking giant. Like, you won't even get all the nutritions. Like, eating me is, like, it's like fucking eating an ant. You, like, what is the point? Like, you're just a greedy fat bitch if you try to do that. But, you know, Leviathan, that nigga doesn't give a fuck. He just is too worried about eating ass to the point he's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna eat you. But since I'm kind of slowly going underneath, it's like, I'm going to die. And Shoto, our DM, he gave me the chance to roll. To actually, you know, get pulled back up. To have my will to live. I had to roll like, I think a 20 or an 18. It was an absurdly high number. I think it was a 20 to get my character to live. I rolled once. It was like a 4 or 10. It was like between one of the numbers. But it was like, whoa. I sunk deeper. I had to roll again. This time, it was like a 16. Even deeper. I had one more time. If I failed this roll, I will die. My character, Ghostino, all he's worked up to was just being a cool character who aura farmed, phase through walls, go invisible whenever he wanted, fly a little, mainly levitate. I was going to die. So, what did I do? I got my die. It wasn't this die, actually. Look at this die. Look how cool it is. Don't mind the nails. If you talk about the nails in the comments, I will kill myself and kill you. But yeah, this is like what the dies look like. This is like a 20 die. Oh, fuck. But this is a 1d20. But after doing all that, this wasn't the die in the DM. Like, I literally just got my own die. Like, after a while, I had to share with, like, say, well, still besides the point. But what did I do? I rolled my die and said it. Said my magical quote. Get your paper up. Oh, shit. Hey, I got a 15. But still, it was, I rolled the die. And what did I land on? A nat fucking 20. I rolled a nat 20 on my last chance to live. What did I do? I turned my head. And also, I forgot to add, Shoto gave me this cool piece of paper. And he said not to show anyone what it looks like, what it says, like what is in the paper. But he gave me the paper, and there were 3 abilities. Ability 1. Well, this is like old knowledge, so you guys, I can tell you guys, because I know they're going to watch the video, but still. Ability 1, banishment. And that is pretty much, I put my hand out, and I can banish you to any plane of existence, anywhere I want. Very overpowered power. Why would he give that to me? I don't know. Ability 2, disintegrate. Cool power. It does, what is it, 1d10? No, 10d10 or something like that. But if you actually do kill the person, they disintegrate. Like, but if they do die from the ability, they just straight up disintegrate, like turn into straight ash, like nut dust. And lastly, the best power of them all, Finger of Death. He literally gave me Finger of Death on my deathbed. Curse you, Shoto. But being the goat, like I'm telling you, like it's like I'm the fucking goat of everything. Him giving me the power of imprisonment. I turned down to the Leviathan, pulled my hand out, and think like this is why I like D&Ds, because it's like this is the most anime shit while playing with friends. So like everyone has their own character, like everyone has their own story. It's like the best way to put it is like thinking of like a story game where everyone is the main character and every other character is the side character, if that makes sense. It's like you're overpowered in your own regard, but you're facing against more overpowered people. It's like some Luffy, Zoro, Kid, all that facing Kaido. It's like they're overpowered, yes, but they're fighting someone way more overpowered. It's like, it's some crazy shit. But as I was saying, doing all that shit, I looked down at the Leviathan. I put my hand out and said, imprisonment. And keep in mind, I said this on my last go because I just wanted to see what the fuck would happen. So Sage and like the people who were playing them, Sage and Fences, they had no clue what the fuck was going on until they see this shit. And they're just like, when the fuck did he gain? He's never used that move before. When the fuck did he gain that? And I trapped the Leviathan. Like, literally, I trapped the Guardian of Limbo. The person who takes the souls and brings them either to hell, to heaven, whatever. So now, anyone who dies and they go to Limbo, they're just stuck there. And yeah, I know. Like, almost everything I do in this, it's like, it always has a big and serious effect. I have no clue why Shoto gives me all these abilities. But like I tell you, it's a plot device. It's like if you guys want plot to keep moving, like you want to like do some crazy shit, add some crazy, like just do it to Justin and it'll always make sense. But besides the point, after trapping the Leviathan, it literally brings me back to life and everything. Like we just go back, we leave Limbo. I pretty much save him from the thing. It was like the what is it? When I got us out of the domain expansion, but this time I'm getting both of us out of Limbo, saving Fences this time again. But I come back to life. My chest thing that he ripped out heals. I grow my heart again, all by myself. And death ceases to exist because after coming back to life, I become death. And I'm not gonna lie, that was some hard shit. Like I become the new embodiment of death in this D&D. So, yeah, I literally got the biggest buff. Like, I nerfed everyone, severely nerfed Sage, and got the biggest buff. Like, Shoto, I love you. But after doing all that, I become the strongest, you know, but I'm still kind of buns. Like, I had no health, I just had hacks. I literally just had hacks. That's the best way to put it. So, after doing all that, me being me, I was like, what the whoa, I had new abilities. So think of like the Shinigami eyes. I can look at you and know when you'll die. I can know your name. I can just know everything about you. I could teleport. I could phase like a ghost. I could fly indefinitely. I'm better. I'm literally better. That was being death. But after that, Sage has to go through some family problems. Like her cousin or something like that. Like, if I remember correctly, after Sage's parents died, she was like really depressed. But to make it worse, her cousin, who is related to her mother, killed herself because, one, not only did she lose her sister, she also lost her husband through suicide. So what does she do being the good mother that she is? She kills herself. Yeah. And leaves her son to just live, I guess. Like, weird mom, like, I don't know, mom rules. But after doing all that, the cousin just grows to hate Sage because after losing both of her parents, she's still happy, still has joy, still finds the good in life. So he hates her for being happy. Like, that's some D1 hating shit. Strange. But yeah, he hates her for that and becomes one of her enemies, a mortal enemy who tries to kill her. But he ends up getting folded and like turned into stone or ice. It was like, was it stone or ice? It was one or the other. But after all that, Sage, she's like, shit, man. Now I have no one. I'm an orphan. Even though she was already an orphan, yeah, but like, you know, it sucks. But me and Fences, we went up to the castle of Niflheim to fight Leo. Like I said, he was the big bad of Act 3. He was the person who was trying to get the dragon egg to hatch. And for you guys who don't know the dragon egg, because I didn't even explain it yet, so don't act like you do know. The dragon that was gonna hatch is called Pydra. He is the dragon of dragons, the dragon of the universe, the king of the king of the universe of dragons. I don't know, but his what the fuck? His fire is so hot that it can burn through universes. Like, so he's out here on dick before he can even, like, before he hatch. Like, it's just like he's a problem. And the reason why he's on Niflheim is because that area and that dimension is so cold that it traps his fire. And keep in mind, it's an egg before it hatches. So the egg itself is still hot. So, you know, it's kind of like a... But Leo's trying to hatch that because he's a D1 crash out. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm going to die. You guys are going to die. And yeah, fuck that. Like, it's like you're weird. Why are you being weird? But he wants to destroy everything. And what happens is all of us are on the castle. All of us are fighting. He kills me. Yeah, just like that. Like, he did a lot of damage. He killed me. But what happens next is I get back up and fucking, ooh, it's like, bro, I'm death now. Like, what the fuck? He kills? You can't kill death. After he killed me, my body was on the floor. And I was just like, you know, down for like a turn or two. And that's when Sage, after dealing with her little family drama or whatever, kills her cousin. Well, did she kill her cousin? It was like one or the other. After doing all that, she comes to the castle. She sees me dead on the floor again. She's like, why'd you guys move a corpse? Because keep in mind, I don't think she saw me when I resurrected. So yeah, I was like, why is he dead again? What the fuck is going on? Like, why are you guys being weird? So yeah, after all that happens, I come back and she's like, what the fuck? It's like, yeah, it's, you know, why not? But she sees me come back to life. She's like, that's not like what yeah, so she's confused and I'm telling her, oh yeah, I'm death. So after doing all that, I do finger of death. And boom, I fucked the shit out of Leo with lube. I'm not a monster. But I do that and he eats it. I'm not gonna lie. He fucking ate that shit. He was like, ah, that hurt. But then he kills me again. Yeah, so like this whole fight, he would like hit me, kill me. I'd come back to life, kill me again. He'd kill him. It's just like, it consisted of me dying a lot. But Sage, being in like her final moments, she had nothing. Like, she had no clue what to do, what she could do that can clutch up and save us. So she did some goat shit and kind of some sad shit. She had to rip her card Kira. And ripping her card Kira, it summoned the sun, his older sister. Yeah, remember when I said sunrirs? So there are these things called sunborns. And I'll explain that later. But she summoned his sister, and effectively, I guess that killed Kira, but not really. It's more of like destroying his card, because I don't know if you guys watched Fairy Tale, but one of the main characters, Lucy, she has these 12 locks of the 12 zodiacs. And she broke one of her locks. And that was actually a crazy character development thing. Was Sage low-key did not like Lucy for doing that, because she thought, why are you breaking your lock? Like, you were so down bad. You got yourself into a weird position where you had to break your lock, break someone who protected you just because you were down bad. Like, you're weird. Like, why would you do, like, what situation is so grave that you need to turn your back and destroy something that protected you for so long just to gain some new power? So it came full circle because she had to do the same thing to protect the world. So she ripped a card, summoned the sun, and then the sun gave her the fucking Excalibur. Literally Excalibur. I don't know how the sun got that shit. I really don't. But she gave Sage Excalibur, some god armor, and Kira's shield. No, wait, no. Did she give her Kira's shield? Also, I forgot to add, being death, I kind of saw like a timer of above everything, and everyone's heart, or not everyone's heart, but there was a timer that was slowly decreasing. No one else saw it besides me, but I looked up and I saw the egg was actually about to hatch. I was thinking of doing disintegrate on the egg itself, but that would have destroyed the outer shell and not the dragon itself. And if the dragon spawned or like hatched, it would have burned everything. So with 20, or no, not 10, 20, it was like 5, or it was like 6, 7. I'm sorry, I had to. With like, I don't know, like 5, 4, or like, I don't know, like a few seconds left. What did I do? Being the genius I am, I used the ability that Death himself used, plane shift. What I did was I teleported everyone out of the castle, and I pretty much closed the portal, leaving Leo to deal with the egg himself when it hatches. And was that a good ability? Yes. Was that clutch? Yes. I saved the world, but he's kind of still alive with the egg, and we kind of left a few fairy tale members there on accident. It wasn't my fault. It was genuinely not my fault. But, you know, it's kind of like... and the thing that's even worse is Leo is Ventus's, like, old friend. Like, actually, an old friend that they used to fight with. And he was, like, you know, really close to him. But he went, like, 180, did some evil shit. Now he's bad, mad. I don't know, like, I don't know why he wanted to be evil. Like, you know, people are crash outs for no reason, trying to destroy the world. But Ventus was mad at me because I cucked him. Like, I literally stopped him from having the ending of beating his old rival, someone who was, like, stronger than him, better than him. But Ventus was going to win that battle until I kind of, like, you know, kind of closed the portal, stopped him from doing whatever he wanted to do, and effectively saving the whole planet. But the thing that I could have done is probably teleport us to Niflheim and close the portal so it doesn't destroy. But I wasn't thinking, because think about it. I needed to save everyone. Everyone was my top priority, because if I'm death and I can't die and everyone else dies, what the fuck am I going to do with Pydra the dragon? Fuck him until, like, you know, I don't even know if Pydra's a dude. Like, I'm not Donkey from Shrek. But yeah, we low-key kind of had to do that. And we got the good ending. Yes, we saved the city. We saved the, not the city, we saved the world. We saved the universes. We stopped him from burning the whole universe and destroying universes. So yeah, you know, that's good. That's good. We did some good shit. I did some good shit. I'm the goat of this D&D. Session 3, I saved the whole universe. But we kind of didn't get the true ending, because the true ending does consist of us saving everyone, especially the fairy tale members, defeating Pydra the dragon, and defeating Leo, defeating Leo. So yeah, we kind of didn't do that, but like still, it's like, you know, like you can't blame me for like wanting to save everyone. So yeah, Ventus was mad at that, but I didn't see him do shit. So, but yeah, I saved everyone, and that was the end of Act 3. But now, the most important, the most recent session, Act 4. So, this session is pretty much the Prince of Creation. And we have a new member of the trio, I guess. Or no, it's not a trio, it's a quintuplets, the foursome, or like the what the fuck? But we have a new member, Arthur Alexander. Think of him like, I don't know, a Fences, but better. Like, no disrespect to Fences. Fences is still cool. Like, you know, he could do his shit. But Arthur is like, he can create anything out of nothing. Like, all he needs to have is the material or know what the material is. And I'm pretty sure he could just create it. Like, what type of shit? Like, it's like Fences, but a upgraded version. It's like, whoa. So yeah, but the thing about him is he's from a different universe. And the thing that's cool about him is his backstory consists of he had a sister who he loved so very dear, but she was burned, or like she was a burn victim. I just know she was fucked up. Like when I say fucked up, think of it like, hold on. She had no arms and no legs. I'm not gonna do it. I'm like, how do I? But she had no arms, no legs. She was blind. She could barely talk, but I think she could talk. But she had like, she could hear too. She could talk and hear, but she was blind. She was burned. She was bald as fuck. She had no arms, no legs, and just living was painful. It was like, she was fucked. She was a nugget. Like, she was literally a nugget. She was fucked up and shit. It was sad, man. Like, but Arthur, being the person who could create anything, couldn't create a cure. I said cure, what the fuck? Couldn't create a cure. And it was like killing at him. Like, he was just going through places, traveling the whole world to find something that can help her, to save her, to bring her back to normal, bring her happiness. But she was just fucked up. Like, seriously, man, she was fucked. And so he goes to this temple and they tell him that there is a cure. There is something that he can do to save his sister. But it's not on this plane. It's not on this plane of existence. And he does anything. He begged, he pleads them to take him to where it is. So they just like, and he's like, what the fuck? And like that Doctor Strange shit, he just flies away to a whole different reality, a different plane of existence. And it takes him to the land of the fairy tale. Yeah, after he ended up in the land of the fairy tale, he was just confused, like, where the fuck am I? And what was going on inside the, I guess, hall or like the guild master? There was just some crazy shit. Like, there was, I don't know if you guys, like, seriously, I have no clue how fairy tale is, but I'm pretty sure it's a hectic group. Like, no, why do I keep saying Asta? Natsu and Gray, they were fighting. Fences, he's kind of trying to join along in like some threesome way. Sage is being like a nerd, like fucking reading cards and playing with crystal balls and shit. And me, I'm Death. So I'm like still trying to figure out, because keep in mind, this takes place months after the whole thing. So I'm still getting used to my abilities of Death. Like, what the fuck can I, like, yeah, what can I, and like, what can and can I not do? I'm trying to figure that out. But it's like what can and can I not do? I'm trying to figure that out, because like, what the fuck? Like, I'm getting new abilities, I'm getting cooler shit. Like, I'm Death. I'm overpowered. But Ventus has a vision of Elia. She's in pain. She's screaming. She's like scared. Like, she's just fucked up. And you know how he is. Oh, it's my wife. Oh my god, you saved her. So, what do? We go to Sunrir, the land of the Sunrir. But I forgot to add, yeah, like I said, Epithato becomes the new guild master after Sage shakes his hand. Also, Epithato's been a bitch the whole time, playing shit behind the curtains, doing some fuck shit without us knowing. Like, he's the villain, and we never knew that. I'll explain that later on. But our next stop is back to Sunrir. And how do we get there? Olago. Oh. Oh. But we pretty much fly through Sunrir and we get there in no time. So we go back to Sunrir, but Sage is like, I kind of don't want them to see my face. And that makes sense because, like, you know, Epithato, all the stuff, like, because we come to find out Epithato was the one who caused the house fire. Or he, like, set up a hit to the house fire. It was like one or the other. Like, I'm not sure, but it was some crazy shit. But yeah, come to find out after Epithato did that, she just didn't want to like see him close up because that's kind of like, you know, you're weird, buddy. But she pretty much hides her whole figure because Sage is also a changeling. So like she's like some white, goopy, evil, ghoulish monster, but she can change her form to like whatever she wants. Kind of cool, kind of creepy. But hey, shout out to Sage. But we go in looking for Elia, like, where the fuck could she be? Like, actually, where is she? But we have no clue where she is. So we're just all over the place looking for her, like, where the fuck is she? So we just say, you know what, fuck it. We go to Epithato's, like, weird room thing, because keep in mind, he's a guild master. So I'm pretty sure every guild master has their own room dedicated to them, like an office or whatever. But after doing that, we go to his room. And the first thing we have to do is roll like dexterity or something like that. But we had to roll in his presence. And Sage, oh my god, bro. When she rolled, she got like a super low number, so she just knocked out. Like it's like some Conqueror's hockey type shit. Like the second she stepped, it was like that. It was embarrassing. Fences, he rolled good enough, so he stayed conscious, but he fell to his knees. And me, I actually rolled a really high number, so it was just like a whoa. But I stood on 10 toes, like you guys already know. 10 toes down, I stood on shit and I was like, whoa. But you know, you got like I'm telling you guys, the powers of death saved my bro. I'm him. But after all that, we talked to him and he told us that Elia, she went south. Or no. She went north. She went up. She went north. And we were like, why the fuck would she want to go north? But I forgot to add, Arthur was with us. When he used the Conqueror's hockey, Arthur, I'm pretty sure he rolled like low. He just teleported back to his universe. Yeah. Like it just teleported him. Actually, no, it wasn't his universe. He got teleported to some weird cold mountain area with like a portal on top. And he had to climb up the mountain to get back to where he was. But when he did, I don't know, he built like some Gurren Lagann fucking drill and like flew through. And like the portal like kind of did some weird shit. So like he teleported up, but it flipped it to where he's flying down now. And he drills the fucking floor beneath us and we all fall into like the catacombs, like underneath the Sunrir like guild thing. And like Epithato was just up there because we all fell down, looking down at us, smiling, and then just goes back to his business. But like we start plummeting down. We're like, what the fuck is going on? But we just start walking straight because there's no way up. Like we can fly up, but like I'm not holding everyone. I'm like, what the fuck? It's heavy as fuck. But we just start walking straight through, and then we see it's like this weird type of monster thing. Like it's like, think of a monster but with all eyes, like literally just eye here, eye there, like just body full of eyes. So it already saw us, like, and it's like a weird type of, I don't even know, it was like the Prince of Creation. That's what we thought. That is what we thought. But the Prince of Creation, it like just did some weird thing, did like a beam attack. And we dodged it, but we were like, how the fuck are we gonna kill this thing? And like, we just started attacking it, running face first, but it did some weird shit. Like, Rock was with us. It just ding, flew him back. He hit a wall. He was like concussed. He was like, yeah, it fucked him up big time. No rush. But after all that happened, we were just like, shit, man. So you already know, like, we started fighting. We were doing our own thing. Like, I threw a finger of death there. I had to finger him, but it kind of did some damage, but barely did shit. And then we heard Elia scream. Where the fuck is she? We could kind of see her like through the thing, Also, yeah, the monster transformed into like a mouth thing. So now its a mouth's all like, it's like it had its tongue out. It was licking up fences. It actually did. I'm pretty sure, like somewhere in like it licked him up. But what I did, being the goat I am, I went into ghost form, possessed Elia from inside the monster, and ran out of the monster. And then Elia, she has like fucking, she is fast as fuck. She has like so much speed. So she gapped the monster from where she was. And then I got out the monster. But that's where the session ended, because it was like 1 a.m. at this point. And like, it pretty much ended on a cliffhanger of us saving Elia and getting out of the monster. And I'm not gonna lie, that was some ghost shit. That was some ghost shit. But that was Act 4, Part 1. Now, the best part. Act 4, Part 2. Oh, so you guys remember how I said, like, usually the sessions are like, what, a few months apart? This was actually our yearly anniversary, but ending it all in a cliffhanger, like, I wanted to know what the fuck was gonna happen. So me being the goat I am, I was like, yo, let's just throw another session, but like at my place. So we did that, and I'm not gonna lie, doing that was the best idea ever, because we got the resolution of the whole Prince of Creation. And to put it simple, after we saved Elia, and I was just like, okay, cool. I got out my ghost body and I was like, we have to target the monster. So Arthur and Fences, they did this weird combo. They put the pain on the monster. Like, he was fucked up. Rock doing his strength, he plowed it, like literally pounded the shit out of it, like Diddy backshot style. And then Sage, did she do something? I don't remember her doing it. I don't remember her doing anything. Like, actually, I really don't, if I'm being completely honest. But besides the point, she did that and the monster crumbled, but in its chest was a core. And we were like, oh shit, what the fuck's that? I mean, that's cool, I guess. It's like we were just like, I mean, that's something, I guess. Like, what the fuck is it? Arthur walks up to it, he looks at it and picks it up. He stares at us, and we're just like, I mean, you can have it, I guess. Like we don't care about that. Tell me why this dude, he grabs it, makes a glass type of jaw thing with like adamantine and some super strong like black glass. I'm pretty sure. I think it was like a black. I don't remember, but and then we're just like, what is he doing? He starts biting into it, and like, keep in mind, it's some strong core. Come to find out, it's the core of creation. Yeah. He takes a big, like throat goat style, like on some fucking, I don't even know what throat, like I'm not even gonna, just, he turns into the throat goat. That's all I'm gonna say. Choose it. But keep in mind, the glass, the strong ore, it's just cracking, like, it's the core of creation. He's chewing into it, biting it, cracking it, chewing, more chews, eating it like an apple. And then after consuming it, it all goes white. Everything, like, and we're just like, where the fuck are we? You remember how I told you guys about Gurren Lagoon? Like how they were on like some galaxy type of, like the end battle. Like when they went Tengen Toppa, yeah, Gurren, like it was something like that. Like everyone was just like, whoa, what is going on? We were just like, bro, he creates a new universe. And let me explain this. Like, let me put this in your, like, I don't even know how to put this into perspective besides this dude who was on our team, the ones that we were being, like, the one that we were being nice to, the one that we were helping, the one that we allowed to join us, went 180. Fuck you guys. I'm powerful now. I'm gonna save my sister. I'm gonna create a world where my sister is happy. Cause she's been cursed. She's been fucked over. She's a nugget. He didn't say that, but like I was the one who started calling her a nugget, but like, you know. But yeah, he was like, fuck you guys, pussies. And I'm just like, so you're mad at us, people who are in a different plane of existence, that your sister got fucked up and you couldn't find a cure. So now it's everyone else's problem, everyone else's fault. Like that's some D1 crash out shit. You can't tell me like, what the fuck, like, nigga, what did I do to your sister? Why you say fuck me? Like, but he was mad. But I'm genuinely like, okay, now you're just tweaking the fuck out, because we just saved the universe. Now you're making a new universe to do fucks. It's like, bro, we just want to play magic games, bro. Like, I thought this was gonna be some fairy tale fun. I didn't know fairy tale goes to like some crazy shit like this. Like, I'm just saying, like, if we're out here doing some regular show type of thing, saving the universe or else like some shit, but like all that shit happens and I'm just like, what the fuck? So yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna destroy the world, I'm gonna destroy everyone, my sister's been I'm gonna make a better world for her, blah blah blah. And me, I'm just sitting here like, I'm floating, looking down. You want to know something crazy? Being death, I could see everything, everyone, every plane of existence. While you're fighting us, she has a few minutes left to live. And you know what's crazy? I could take her life right now. And that, I'm not gonna lie, that was probably instigating the whole situation instead of talking things out. Like, looking back at it in retrospect. Should I have said that? No. But was it a cool moment? Yeah. So that made him mad, and like he wanted to kill everyone. Well, he actually targeted me, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even trying to keep saying being death, but like he targeted me. I dodged that shot. Did I dodge? I'm pretty sure he hit me once, but everyone was like, oh fuck, we have to fight now. So like Fences went to his mode. He transformed into like no, I don't think he transformed yet, but he pulled out his weapon. Yeah, but I don't think he transformed actually, but I know he did pull out a weapon. He created one. Sage, like, I'm really trying to think about it. She just summons cards. She doesn't really, like, is she a stand user? But yeah, after all this, we were fighting, and me, like, okay, let me explain. He created 2 dragons. One, an electric like dragon, like just made out of pure electricity. Another, an iron dragon, like just full on iron. When they hit you together, that shit doesn't tickle. That shit like gives you a fucking orgasm. I mean, a muscle spasm. Like it's not good at all. But after doing all that, I was just like, okay, now you're just doing way too fucking much, bro. Like, you dead ass needs to just calm the fuck down. But yeah, so he created these 2 dragons, and I'm just like, bro, what in the actual fuck? So what do? So me being me, I used my best ability. I was gonna use Disintegrate, but I was like, nah, let me just use Finger of Death. But I had to add the Justin twist to it. You guys might be like, what's the like what's the Justin twist? Every time I use Finger of Death, there's a ghost, a spirit, and they say fuck you. Yes, I summon the haters, the old haters. They come back from the dead to use an attack that says fuck you, but like fuck you. So every time I use Finger of Death, it was fuck you. But I was able to spam it this time, and when I say I spammed it, I was able to do it 3 times, and that was pretty much the first attack that I did. It almost killed the dragons, both of them. They were both bloody and fucked up. And Arthur, he was like, he felt that shit too. He was like, what the? And keep in mind, every time I use Finger of Death, if you were to die from it, you become my servants, and you pretty much follow me, do whatever I say, and I command you to do whatever. And I'm not gonna lie, after doing that, Arthur, he had to change up the whole game plan because he wasn't familiar with my game. Like, he knew, like, you know, death, powerful, blah, but he wasn't familiar with my game, the play style. Like, I'm telling you, because Ventus and Sage, they play like smart. They play like, you know, it's D&D. You're supposed to learn. You're supposed to have fun. You're supposed to like advance. But me, I just play like every game like it's an RPG. Like I stand on shit. I let the fist do the talking. Like it's a fantasy world. I do shit that I normally wouldn't do. Like dragons, fire, fighting. It's like I'm gonna stand out. So what he does is he makes this prison type thing and he blocks it off so no one can see. And he does a spell called lock. So ghost and anything can't go in or come out. He builds it around me. And fate, well, he makes it. So he, I guess, goes through it with the dragons and they all team up on me. He literally went from a 3v3 to a 3v1. But after all that happens, I'm just like, okay, yeah, we're not doing this. I'm not familiar with this. So I'm not gonna lie, I literally am like, I can't stop saying I'm goated. But what happens is they all attack me at once, and I had to roll, like they had to roll to hit, and I have to roll to dodge. I dodged 2 out of the 3, and I could pick which one I didn't want to get hit by. So there was either hit by electricity, hit by creation power or creation magic, or hit by iron. I was smart enough to get hit by iron so I wouldn't get fucked. And it's like, yeah, that shit hurt, but I'd rather get hit by like a blunt force than get hit by fucking electricity or whatever creation like what was that shit gonna create? Like fucking a dick on my face? Like I didn't want that. So I dodged that shit and I was like, okay, we're goated. Well, actually I didn't dodge it. I took that shit, pause. I took the creation hit. Not bro, what the fuck am I talking about? I took the iron hit and I was like, okay, yeah, that shit hurt, but I mean, we could do better. After doing that, Sage and Fences, they're like, oh my god, Justin's in there. How can we help him? They are the goats. What they did is they went into Arthur's mind to understand why he's doing this, why he's like this. And they see his sister. They see the stuff that he's been through, the pain. They went to his mind to talk it out. And it was just, why are you fighting? Like, why are you fighting us? Why do you want to do this? And he's like, because curse the world. Curse everyone for putting my innocent sister, someone who's done no harm, no fear, like no foul play, like just always a kindness to everyone, to everything. Why would she go through something that horrible and horrendous? And yeah, it was sad, I'm not gonna lie. But they talked him out of it. They didn't really talk him out. We had like literally no time. It was like 2 a.m. at my house and we had to leave. So we talked him out of pretty much destroying the world. But you know what was crazy? Time ran out. But I could still see her life. And I was like, wait a minute. How is she still alive? But come to find out, he rewrote the universe to where time goes by completely different. So like in her time of her dying, he just rewrote it to where she could live now. And like she's not a chicken nugget no more. So like, you know, that's good. Like, cause you know, it was kind of fucked up. No arms, no legs, burned victim, no eyes. She's blind as fuck. She can only hear and kind of speak. So, you know, that's good. But we changed that to where that was actually a great ending. But we actually ran out of time. If we actually had way more time, we would have had to kill Arthur. But would that be easy? If I'm being honest, I'm putting my bets on either Fences or Sage. No, Fences, he could probably. Because the thing about Fences is he's not no slouch. He could do his shit. It's just like every time he needs to, like, you know, stand up, like do some cool king shit. Because like, keep in mind, I essentially almost one-shotted, or like technically two-shotted the whole thing, like the dragons, and then they would have been on our side and we would have jumped him. I almost did that. Couldn't do it, you know, that's sad. Oh well, I'll take my L. But we did some king shit. We literally did some king shit. So I did my shit. Fences, I mean, he didn't even save Ilya. I did. It's like I'm not gonna lie, I keep taking like, I don't know, all the W's, because there's only so much W's you can have in one sesh. but I'm taking all of them, clutching up, saving everyone, doing all the shit that I need to. I do shit that needs to be done. And you remember, I saved the universe, so like I'm the hero of like this thing. But after doing all that, we saved everyone, and it's resolution, it's peace, it's a beautiful sunset. We're all happy in fairy tale, and we're all partying, getting drunk, you know, doing our own thing. But Sage, she has a little visitor. I don't know if it was a vision or it was something like that, but someone goes to her to give her a warning of the future, the final dawn. And the final dawn is essentially all of the Sunborns. So Epithato, oh yeah, Kira was a Sunborn, forgot to add that. But Epithato, he is the mastermind behind all this shit. We don't know what is happening, what he's planning, but we do know he is the big bad. And I guess burn it down with the sun. It's like we can't just lose a fight and no, it's literally, if we don't save the universe for the third time, yes, the third time. But the thing that's really good about this is now we have Arthur on our side, the Prince of Creation. Because if we didn't and we actually had to kill him, like, because that was originally going to be the game plan, but we ran out of time, but like still. We have a clutch guy on our team. Because him and Fences, they combo off of each other. Arthur creates a super overpowered weapon. Fences copies it. Boom. It's like that. It's like they work super well together. And me, I'm Death. Like what the fuck can I not do? But Sage, she's our cheerleader, who's also like kind of our leader. But like seriously, what? Like, yo, what the fuck does she do? Hey man, I don't know what the fuck. Like, why are you asking me? But yeah, I don't even know. It's just like, we're gonna figure something out. The final dawn, this shit's gonna be fucking wicked. Will I make a follow-up video? I'm not gonna lie, I might actually do it just cause. But that brings us to the point of why I'm making this video right here. We had a one-part session where I kind of fell asleep and like, it ended off a cliffhanger. Like, I don't know why Shoto loves doing cliffhangers. But if I made this video explaining and summarizing everything about the lore of the Sunrir, he would give us part 2. We're kind of a few months late, but still, we got all the information, we got all the lore, we got everything. So, Atlas, here we come. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was pretty much the breakdown of the Legend of the Sunrirs. Everything that we went through, everything that we're gonna go through. Well, kind of, because I didn't really explain the final dawn. Just know, this shit is gonna get really fucking sticky. No, not sticky, like really fucking crazy. What the hell? But it's gonna get really crazy. We are ready for Epithato. He's I'm not gonna lie, he's a pussy. Like, he does shit behind the scenes. He is like a long golden haired like lion type, but like he's kind of cool, I can't lie. But like still, I'm Death. Like I'm just like, I love being Death. I have cool abilities. I have something cooking up. I can't say what, but just know it's gonna be some end game type of fight. Not with like a whole army, but more of like a lot of shit's gonna go down. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. If you guys did, please be sure to leave a like, comment down below if you guys are in D&Ds or just want to explain your sessions. But I already explained why mine is better. This was a quick summary. I can go deeper into the lore about everyone's backstory, but like, you guys need to ask for that. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty much just the whole thing. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, yeah, please be sure to leave a like and comment down below. But consider subscribing if you guys, I don't know, like the little video or whatever. And thanks for watching, but peace out.
Doesn't really got the katana, yeah, he gon' slice you the place off. Getting blue face, get to the money, ain't no days off. OTS again, you know we never gonna lay off. We gon' be ballin', we shooting harder than the playoffs.
Bye, have a great time.